the next video, the next topic which I'd like to discuss is the abilities of subtle levels. That is inner seeing, when we see a situation. That is inner hearing, when we can hear, for example, how parts of our divine team, like the soul, the spirit, the highest ones, give us an answer, for example, yes, or some other answers when we're asking. Then the next ability is that we can actually smell energies. And by smelling the energies, we can also feel what kind of vibrations of this energy are. Also, the subtle taste, we can taste the energies. Also, there is the sensing. When, for example, we sense a certain pain, this person goes to a doctor who senses this pain, and the doctors can't find anything with any tests, but he senses the pain. And in this way, the person simply, often, I'm not saying that always, the illness is not yet on the physical level, and the person is feeling subtle levels. This person has this strong, subtle sense, and he or she just feels these subtle energies. And if this person is feeling those energies, then he can also handle them. And then this illness won't go down to the physical level. Also, if he's not working with that, then maybe that pain lasts even longer, and the subtle sense in that case won't really help much. Maybe even just cause more pain. So, all of these abilities are given to us not without a reason. Of course, certain people, for certain reasons, have more of these abilities developed. Other people have other of these abilities developed. Other people have most of these abilities blocked, and it's actually most people, but we all have them. We all have them, and we all can use them. And how do we develop these abilities? First of all, we must set out the intention. We have to set out the intention that I want to do it, that I'm moving towards that it's one of my goals. And by setting out this intention, we show the universe that we are taking a step towards that. That even by saying that, we are making the first step towards it, and then the universe gives us the necessary realizations and energies to be moving towards that. Of course, sometimes people, through all kinds of books, through certain spiritual practices or seminars, also strengthen these things. But some people who, for example, have a blockage for that thing from a past lifetime for a certain reason. For example, maybe the person used to use this ability in that lifetime, but, for example, was a witch and got burnt on fire. And boom, there's a blockage, and the soul of this person will be afraid to be using this ability, and simply it will be blocked. A person like that can only be helped from the side by helping. For example, me, in such situations, I can see the person's situation, and by seeing that situation, I say what's in it, just by using my inner seeing, and I explain it, describe it to the person. And I tell the person what to do in the situation, and in this way the blockage closes down. The person realizes why that situation has been attracted, and looks at what to do, what he did wrong in that lifetime, that this has happened in that lifetime. And there can be all kinds of situations. That's just as an example. And then this person's blockage goes away, and the person starts seeing or hearing or sensing in other ways these subtle abilities. The next stage is, of course, just using these subtle abilities purposefully. Some people have these abilities, but they don't know what to do with them. They can see, or they dream certain dreams, they do certain things, but these are just, they're getting some sign through that seeing or through the dreams, but they don't realize what to do with that. So my trainings and my teachings are very much related with that I'm teaching what exactly to do with these tools, how to master these tools in order for them to be working properly. Firstly, what we need to do, if you want to develop these abilities, firstly, the wanting to do it. Of course, try to not have that fear, but as I have mentioned, there are some situations from past lifetimes where these fears are just arising because they're there. And even in my page, there's a lot of information of how to work with that inner seeing, so you can be working with that information, learning more about that. And then there are trainings, group trainings, individual trainings, where you can strengthen all of that even more. Because sometimes people want to do it, but they want to do it by themselves. But at certain times it's simply not possible to do it by the person, by oneself. Why is it not possible to do it by yourself? That's because we're all here on earth to cooperate. There is cooperation, and every person here on earth has to do what he or she needs to be doing. And if you don't cooperate with someone who you need to cooperate with, then you can do much more of certain things or do nothing. And some time ago I have said this thought, I'm gonna try to remember. Yeah, I got it. So it's that we feel strong when we don't ask for help. But sometimes when we don't ask for help, we may never become strong. So, for example, because I have a disability with my movement, it's really hard. It was really hard to accept that I'm in this situation and I need to ask help from other people and they need to help me. But only with their help was I able to grow even more. If I had not accepted their help, I don't know. I think, actually I know that without their help, I would simply not be here. Also in other situations, of course, some people need more of it and other people need less of it, this help. But the point is that we're all here in order to communicate with whom we need to communicate and to accept this help and cooperate in this way. And those who close from others, these people just have their energy stuck and they don't have as many possibilities as they could have. Because that's just the way it is. So, cooperate, work on your abilities, because they're given to you not without a reason, but they're given to you as a tool for your success and to achieve your goals, and cooperate. So, that's it, and goodbye.